Hola amigos, Malecón Manny here. Hey, thanks for tuning into my channel and for episode 51. I'm going to do things a little different here today than I usually do and how I publish a few things on YouTube there. I'm set up in my garage, so stick around and I'll showcase you something a little different. Nice mahi-mahi. Hey guys, so in preparation for this trip to Mexico, I've been watching other YouTubers that are driving down and so forth, and I noticed a couple that have trucks reported that there's been accidents along the way, and to be proactive with your readiness for the travel, and especially if you get into a ditch or something like that. So this one particular gentleman, he got into the ditch, got into some problems, and he had to get pulled out, but he didn't have any tow hooks on the front of his truck. So he recommended, hey, put some tow hooks on your front of the truck just in case you get pulled out. So that's what this video is going to be. When I bought my truck, it never came with any tow hooks, so went on Amazon, picked up these bad boys. I'm going to put them on. Yeah, guys, so here's the all the materials that comes in the box. You got your tow hooks left and right. You got your little covers there, the inserts that you put in after you take the main grill off. A couple of split rubber bushings. A couple C washers there, and a couple bolts. Not too sure what those strips are, but yeah. So, and then of course the box also comes with step-by-step process, how to put things in, how to remove your covers and so forth in the final installation. Yeah, so our first step is to remove these 8mm bolts. So, and then there should be a couple on the inside there too. I'll turn the tire and then we'll have a look at them. So I think there's about 5 or 8 of them to take apart. Yeah, so I've turned the tire, and then you can see 2 more over here. Gonna hit those 2, and then the guard should come right off. All right, we got the splash guard off now, and the next thing to do is maybe I'll just show you on the instructions here. We got these 2 10mm nuts at the top of the block off plate to the bumper. So we got to just loosen them off. Going to be pretty tight for me to get in here. So I'll squeeze underneath there, get an open head wrench up there, and just crack them a bit. And then we'll come to the front of the bumper, and then we can take that cover plate off. Okay, let's give her a shot. Yeah, so these ones are going to be tricky. Show you how I got to get in here. Holy crap. A lot of shaky. Yeah. So there's that cover there. So I got to take, I don't know if I can get my finger in there, that one there, and the other one. Got to just loosen them off, and then pry this cover plate off from the front of the truck's bumper. So can't really get a wrench in there. It's, well, yeah, I guess you could, but I don't have. It calls for a 10mm socket, and it does not fit. It's actually an 8mm. So I don't have an 8mm open-ended wrench, unfortunately. So I rigged something up with a socket, and I'm going to attempt it right now. Okay, so my little MacGyver trick worked, and I loosened those top bolts, and there we go. Perfect. So yeah, that's where these recessed bolts are seated in, and they grab onto this plate, and then the bottom are just little plugs go into here. So we probably can put the new one in, get it going. Yeah, so now we're gonna put the new one in. So here's the old one, right? It's right there, and here's the new insert. So I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so they match up pretty good, right? You see that? Good. And yeah, so we just drop her in there. There, fit in pretty good. And then here's the two recessed bolts. They'll be sitting on the inside, and these are 8mm nuts. That's a washer on top. So put those back in and tighten her up. So guys, we're gonna continue on here, and got kind of, well, had that MacGyver tool and I just didn't really care for it. So I stepped out for a bit and went to go buy a proper set of tools here. So I definitely needed an 8mm, right? There we go. So this is a stubby combination wrench set. So I highly recommend having something like that to tighten these 8mm nuts. So let's proceed and carry on. So that's what I'm dealing with there. So yeah, it's a little tight, but eventually, you know, with a little manual dexterity, you can overcome it. It'll take a little bit, but definitely recommend these little wrenches, these 8mm. So yeah, I guess that's why I didn't become a surgeon with these sausage fingers. Hey guys, this one's a little tough to put apart. So don't highly recommend it, but I put two wrenches together to get a little bit better leverage, and then pull towards you. Just be careful that it doesn't slip off and hit your teeth. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, I got that bolt down. Yeah, it's probably 9.5 inches, like they say in the pamphlet there. So the next stage is to there's like a retainer clip still holding the bolt in the sleeve there, so you know, it prevents it from dropping out if it ever gotten loosened up. So what I'm gonna do is well, I'm gonna get my trusty vice grip with all the markings on it, attach it to here, and knock it down with a hammer. It should come pretty loose. So yeah, well, there we go. Let's see how loose it is. So that's the next stage, and I'll show you the bolt when she's out. So guys, there's that 9.5 inch bolt with that retainer clip. So it looks like there's no dope on there whatsoever. So yeah, we'll just put it back in as per. Okay guys, we're getting close to the install of the tow hook here. So the next one says install one bushing into the tow hook, align the U washer to the tow hook. So that's the configuration there. Here's your washer. Sorry, not your washer, but your bushing. So here's what the bushing looks like up close. It's got a split in it, so it's easy to put in, and that's the configuration you want to seat it in there for. Okay, and then where the C washer is, we're gonna have this bolt, and it's gonna be coming in like that underneath. And I'll show you on the frame exactly where that installation of the threaded bolt goes into. Okay. All right, here we go. So yeah, that bolt is going to be going. It's right here, the threaded inlet there. So that's where that goes. And then tow hook on top, and then the seed washer on top of there, right? And then on the other side there is, you know, when the tow hook comes over to here, the bushing's in this configuration, and it will just slide right over this, right? And then your bolt assembly, that 9.5 inch bolt, is going to look like something like this. I should have done this better for you guys. Something like that, right? All right. So, and it'll push from the underneath, you know, push up like this, and then your cap end of the bolt will rest against the rubber and mount it in. Okay, so we're going to proceed. Okay guys, got her all installed now. So, got her nice and snug. Pretty solid. Gave it the shake test. I didn't like the splits bushing there, how it comes out like that, but I mean, I guess that's how they designed it. But it's pretty tight. I didn't go overly tight, but tight enough. And yeah, I'll carry on with the other side. And I won't record that side, but I'll give you my comments at the end of this video. So guys, just letting you know, we wrapped up the passenger side of the vehicle, tow hook, and we got the guards back on, the splash guards. And hey, I think she turned out pretty good. So there's the left side, and there's the right side. So yeah, I think they look pretty sharp. Hey guys, here's my assessment of the front tow hooks I just installed on my truck. So they're called Bomling. I think that's how you spell it. Bomling, the left and right front tow hooks. And they're, like I said, I got a Dodge Ram 1500. So they're compatible with the 3.6 liter and the 5.7 liter, and good from years 2019 to 2022, which mine is the 22. Yeah, like I said, Amazon, got them through Amazon, ordered them the night before, and the next day they were here. So that's great. So this is the box that it came in, very small box, right? Each tow hook was wrapped in bubble wrap, and an interior box there with extra fasteners and so forth. Overall, it took longer than anticipated to do the install. Of course, it didn't have the one right tool there, that 8mm open-ended wrench, but after I got that, things seemed to go pretty smooth, especially after completing the driver's side. The passenger side took half the time, right? So only a few little issues, nothing too serious. So here's the original cap on the front there. These little bump stops, or plugs they call them actually. The new one, they were pretty shallow, pretty short. Manufacturers should make them a little longer if possible. Then they recess a lot better with those clips that are on the chrome bumper. And the only other thing is these clips on the top, they're perfect, but the reset bolt and nut that goes in it, what you got to do is, when you install the new one, you got to hold this into the bumper with one hand and come in from the tire side with your wrench and tighten up at the same time. It's kind of two things at the same time kind of deal, right? So if you had a second person with you, things would go a lot quicker. But overall, good product, and I highly recommend it. So like I said, I got it through Amazon. What I'll do right after this clip, I'll put the webpage advertisement from Amazon that I purchased it from. Okay guys, so overall, great product. You should buy it. Other than that, I think you should subscribe to this guy, Malecón Manny. So anyways, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Please give this one a thumbs up And if you like the video, give a comment or two, and then hit that notification bell for future Malecón videos that are coming. Hasta luego.
Don't forget follow Malecón Manny, okay, on YouTube.
You heard it.